Hello everyone. Welcome to English Grammar Program. This program is intended for non-native English language learners. Learning English grammar is essential to the mastery of four language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It's very clear that you cannot use any language skill without using grammar and vocabulary. Grammar is not an end in itself, but it's a means to an end. That is, to improve learners' proficiency in the four skills. Now let's look at the benefits of learning grammar. What are the benefits? Why we insist that one should learn grammar? Let's see now. Understanding grammar enables you to convey your thoughts and ideas accurately. It ensures clarity in expressing meanings and avoiding ambiguity and miscommunication. Proper grammar usage helps learners articulate their intentions precisely, leading to improved comprehension and effective communication with native speakers. And also, grammar knowledge aids learners in comprehending the language they are studying. By grasping the grammatical structures of a foreign language, learners can decode and understand written and spoken text more efficiently. A solid foundation in grammar allows learners to identify verbs, tenses, sentence structures, and word order, leading to improved comprehension skills. Grammar lays the groundwork for language competence. By learning the rules, learners can develop their language skills. It enables them to construct sentences, expand vocabulary, and apply correct grammar rules, enabling overall language proficiency. A strong grasp of grammar is essential for effective written communication. It helps learners convey their ideas coherently, use proper pronunciation and sentence structures, and adhere to grammatical conventions. Proficient grammar usage is in writing allows learners to express themselves eloquently and persuasively. Now the question comes, how much grammar one should have? How much grammar one should learn? I would say that a comprehensive knowledge of grammar will definitely help you understand the text you are studying well, and it will also help you better. In this grammar series, we will start right from the beginning, where the discussion of grammar begins. Without a sentence, we cannot analyze a sentence and say what are the components of a sentence. So let us learn in the first lesson or episode about a sentence. If you open any English grammar book, you will see all the text open with the chapter 1, chapter number 1, the sentence. So we shall start from the same sequence so that by the end of this series of lessons, a student will have learned and understood all the components well and speak and write confidently. And I'll tell you, confidently one can write and speak English if you have good knowledge of grammar. Forget about those people who are saying grammar is not essential. You'll be a free man from now, the moment you start learning. You can talk to any person, whether a native speaker or a good English or a good speaker of English. While learning the rules, you can start consciously applying the rules boldly so that your confidence will be boosted. Many people prefer to teach what they like more, regardless of the needs and interest of the students. What happens is that many don't understand what they teach because they have not been taught in proper ways before. This is the precise reason why I have started to teach from the very beginning, so that by the end of these lessons or the episodes, students will have a comprehensive idea of grammar which will help them in long run. Many people may say, no, 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 not to grammar because that will hinder your progress. That will not help you talking. This is maybe applied to those who are not properly educated. They just require spoken part of the language. They are not supposed to write anything. They are just supposed to communicate. But you are different. You are an educated man. You are or a university student or a college student. You must learn grammar so that you can write whatever you want properly. You can speak with confidence. I should say with confidence. That's important. Very confidence you can talk when you have good knowledge of grammar. Therefore, grammar is essential because without proper grammar knowledge, you will not be able to write or read. Here comes the importance of grammar. Once again, I welcome you all to the program. I expect your comments so that we can improve the way we are chosen to impart the knowledge. Thank you. So let us start with the sentence today. We have already told you we are starting with a sentence because that is the way we have to start, because we must know what a sentence is. We must remember that when we speak or write, we need words, and we use words actually, and we put these words in an orderly fashion. Not that we put so many words here or we speak so many words. It gives sense to others. That's what a sentence. So when we speak or write, we use words. We generally use these words in groups, such as, for example, we'll say, the poor man sat in a corner. A giant came to my door. What is his name? Birds fly in the air. Read this book carefully. How cold it is today. Now you see, let us analyze each and every sentence now. For example, the first sentence we said, the poor man sat in a corner. When you hear this kind of sentence, you can understand that easily and you get a sense somebody is saying something. You understand what exactly he says. Poor man is sitting in the corner or in a corner. Now in the second sentence, somebody says, a giant came to my door. So it's very clear. You can understand this person. He's telling something to you. A giant came to my door. So it gives a sense. What is his name? Somebody is asking, what is his name? It's clear. He's asking his name. Now somebody is asking you, the teacher asks you to read this book carefully. Read this book carefully. So here, the moment you listen to the guy or the teacher, you can understand that, he's asking you to read the book carefully. Otherwise, you lose the lesson. That's what he's meant to say. So every sentence is giving you a perfect sense, right? Now, how cold it is today. Suppose somebody is saying about, the cold or the wind or the night. So it's very clear how cold it is today. Now you will notice that each of these five groups, we have discussed here, 5 sentences we have mentioned, all these 5 sentences are giving perfect meaning without any doubt. Nobody will doubt listening to somebody, what did he say? Suppose somebody is telling you, open the book. You will not say, what did he say? Until you hear. If you have heard it properly, you will not ask that question. If you have heard it properly, there is no need to ask this question. What did he say? So, such a group of words that is put in an orderly fashion is called a sentence. Every sentence, that group of words that make a complete sense is called a sentence. Okay? A sentence may be defined, therefore, as a group of words that makes complete sense. A sentence, therefore, can be defined as a group of words that gives a complete sense. So remember, It cannot be a sentence. For example, you have said so many words. For example, idiot, fool, book, pen, pencil. See, this is not a sentence actually. There's certain words you use as you like without any sense. This is called a senseless. It's not even a sentence. It's something called senseless, we say. Okay. So we will say a sentence with in a coherent, in an orderly fashion. Therefore, it can be called a sentence. So we must remember a sentence is a group of words that is giving you a complete sense. I hope you have understood what a sentence is. This is the reason. Now you have understood a sentence. See, any human being, for that matter, has to use a sentence to convey an idea. So we got an idea. Even while writing or reading, we need a sentence. So remember it properly before we move on to the next chapter. Thank you.